What are your thoughts on lust? So, lust is actually defined as an intense, overwhelming, often selfish, self centered craving for something. And that can include sex, power, money, revenge, anything, intoxication, like a strong desire for something. That is actually what lust means. When it comes down to looking at how people view lust, in the sense of the Bible, people actually attribute that to sex and fornication and such like that, which is actually a post-biblical innovation talking about the spirit of lust. If you've heard that, that's really what they're talking about, attributing human behavior to a spirit of lust, which the Bible doesn't explicitly talk about the spirit of lust. There are many scriptures that talk about the different behaviors that we see in humans, right? Again, the power, the money, the jealousy, the envy, all of these things are talked about in very different scriptures. But I was thinking about this because I was thinking one of my previous hypersexual behaviors as a result of starting from the molestation I had as a child in different cases. But one of the things I've talked about was sleeping with multiple people. Is one of the things I stopped doing many years ago, but that was one of the results of hypersexual behaviors. But another result that I had was porn addiction. So when I was young, from seventh grade to, I had active porn addiction from seventh grade to my freshman year of college. And I know it's an addiction because it actually fits the criteria of behavior addictions when it comes down to DSM-5 TR. But my favorite version of porn was hentai. If you're wondering what my favorite kind of hentai was, it was futa hentai. It was futanari hentai. If you know, you know. Okay, and that is because my molestation came not only from one of an adult male, but also from a classmate female. So when I started watching porn, it was really just because I was trying to understand what happened to me. There was really no desire, I would say no desire in my body for anything. And for the most part of my porn addiction, I really just watched it. I didn't, there was no masturbation or anything or like that. It was just I literally watched it for hours and hours and hours. And I would scrap all evidence of it on a daily basis, like completely. When I was younger, I was really good with computers, so nobody knew. So I didn't have to lie about my addiction. Nobody just knew because there was absolutely no evidence about it. And I just started weaning off of watching porn because I thought I was going to hell. So I weaned off of it throughout the years, and I don't even know when was the last time I watched porn. But in any case, just know that behaviors are really associated to your emotional space and the emotional expression, your emotional needs. So if you're struggling, please work on that, okay?